It started in the summer of 2016. Universal Studios had just launched the Nighttime Studio Tour, the first time in the movie theme park's 50-year history that guests were allowed to experience the historic backlot after dark. That summer, a series of viral videos filmed by guests on board the Universal Studios tour surfaced on the internet. Almost immediately after the videos surfaced, the internet exploded with wild speculation about the mysterious phantom clown. It didn't take long for his identity to be revealed. His name was Harold Kapowitz, better known to longtime Los Angeles residents as Koodles the Clown. In the late 1950s, the former circus performer had hosted a local children's television show that filmed on the Universal lot. When Universal Studios Hollywood opened in 1964, Kapowitz's alter ego served as the park's unofficial mascot. But times change. Thanks to sensationalized news stories and unflattering depictions in the media, clowns were no longer viewed as comedic characters beloved by children. They had become the stuff of nightmares. Circus attendance plummeted and Kapowitz's fortunes along with it. No longer employed by the theme park, Kapowitz resorted to working as an unpaid street performer outside the studio gates. A few years later, he was unceremoniously kicked off the property altogether due to his increasingly erratic behavior. Banished from the studio that had been his home for over 40 years, Kapowitz disappeared into the Hollywood Hills. Koodles the Clown vanished along with him, all but forgotten by his once adoring fans. For decades, his presence on the backlot went unnoticed, despite a heavy decline in the studio's wildlife population and the occasional disappearance of studio tour guides. But such incidents were chalked up to the dramatic changes that accompanied the expanding studio and the transient nature of seasonal employees. Then, in the summer of 2016, Kapowitz suddenly emerged from his long seclusion, and Hollywood Harry was born. As the strange summer of 2016 wore on, Hollywood Harry became more brazen, no longer content to hide in the shadows of the backlot. As the internet speculation reached a fever pitch, some were inspired to seek him out, to find and document the Phantom Clown. That's when the real nightmare began.